Hi knitters. So I'm going to be demonstrating a right-handed method of doing corrugated ribbing. Corrugated ribbing is a two bicolor ribbing with a knit and a purl stitch, which is very striking and is perfect for the bottom of a hat or a cuff. There are multiple uses for it, but in this particular instance it's at the bottom of my hat, and you can see that it's quite striking in its appearance, and we're gonna show you how to do that. There's a number of methods of doing color work. A lot of them carry the yarn in the left hand, both yarns or three yarns, or sometimes people will work with one color in the left hand and one color in the right hand, and you'll see that quite often, but I don't often see people carrying their both strands in the right hand. So that's why I decided to do this video, so that you guys could have another option if you're so inclined to try it. So let me get started. Okay, we're back, and I have the hat in front of us, and here's my knitting. You can see that I've already started the ribbing, the corrugated bicolor ribbing with two different strands of yarn. One of the strands is going to be working the knit stitch. That will be the dominant color. In this particular case, it's the lighter peachy beige. The purl stitch will be done by the taupe yarn. We are on circular needles. I'm using chunky yarn and size 10 needles. So that would be a size 5, so bulky yarn. And to get started, what I like to do is put the yarn in my right hand. Remember, I'm telling you that this is a right-handed stranding technique, and there are other knitters out there that will hold both of the yarns in their left hand. Some of them will hold one in the left hand and one in the right hand. But in this particular case, I'm doing it in the right hand just to give you guys another option to try to see if you like it. So I want my dominant yarn, which is the longer stitch, slightly longer, to be the knit stitch. So that will be this color yarn, the beige. The purl yarn will be done with the darker yarn. So here we go. So this is how I strand the yarn through my fingers. I like to wrap both the yarns around my pinky finger, completely over my ring finger, under my middle finger, and then I insert my index finger under the purl yarn, which is the dark yarn in my case, and then I wrap the index finger around the knit yarn. And what you end up with is the yarn wrapped like this, both yarns around the index finger. The purl yarn is coming off the front, the knit yarn's coming off the back. And once I have it configured like that on my fingers, I just start knitting. So my next stitch happens to be a purl. So I'm going to bring the purl yarn to the front like you would normally do, and execute a purl stitch. Then return it to the back. Whoops. Then the next stitch will be a knit stitch. So I knit from the back side of my index finger. Now the next stitch is a purl. Bring it to the back. So knit, bring the purl yarn to the front, purl, bring the purl yarn back to the back, then knit the next stitch. And you're just knitting the same color with the same color. Then purl, and then knit. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. You'll fimble and fumble and fidget and all that kind of stuff until you get a rhythm going, but it actually is pretty fast, and the stitches end up being pretty regular. Be careful not to knit too tightly. That's the problem that happens, especially with people stranding the yarn in the right hand. They tend to pull the yarn too tightly. So just if you make a mistake, your hat will be so tight that it'll cut off the circulation to your brain, and we don't want that to happen. So I've done like about 10 stitches, and that's how it looks. Now let me strand it one more time for you. So I'm going to wrap it around my pinky, over my ring finger, under my middle finger. I'm going to insert my index finger between the two yarns under the purl yarn, and then I'm going to wrap my index finger around the knit yarn. And then my next stitch happens to be a purl again. So purl, knit, purl. It does go out of focus a lot, sorry. Knit. So that's something for you to try. You may find it, that it's great for you, or you may find it's not your cup of tea. But if you try it for a bit, you might find that it's another trick in your bag of tricks to try whenever you think you want to try it. Another note is that this can be applied also to double knitting. So if you're doing double knitting, this is the perfect way of stranding if you like this technique. Okay, thank you so much, and good luck. Bye.